Welcome to Ancient Echoes, where we uncover the forgotten stories of our world's most mysterious places. Today, we journey to one of the most enigmatic corners of the Earth, Easter Island, a remote volcanic island in the South Pacific. Here, massive stone statues known as Moai stand silently, their faces gazing inland, as if guarding secrets lost to time. Who carved them? Why were they built? And what could they possibly be trying to tell us? These questions have baffled explorers, archaeologists, and historians for centuries, and today, we will delve deep into the whispers of these stone giants. The island at the edge of the world, Easter Island, or Rapa Nui as the indigenous people call it, is one of the most isolated inhabited islands on Earth. Located more than 2,000 miles from the nearest continental coast, this small triangle of land seems almost otherworldly. The island's isolation played a key role in the development of its unique culture. The Rapa Nui people, arriving around 1200 AD, were forced to adapt to a harsh and limited environment. With volcanic soil, scarce fresh water, and no natural predators, survival demanded ingenuity, resilience, and deep social organization. It is in this context that the Moai were conceived, towering monuments that symbolized power, lineage, and spirituality. But their presence raises a question that has puzzled scholars for generations. How could a small island population carve and move such colossal statues with seemingly primitive tools? The Moai, giants in stone. The Moai are not just statues. They are stone ancestors, representing the deified spirits of important leaders and chiefs. Standing anywhere from 10 to 33 feet tall and weighing up to 82 tons, these figures are marvels of ancient engineering. Carved mainly from volcanic tuff, a relatively soft rock found in the Rano Raraku quarry, the Moai feature disproportionately large heads, heavy brows, elongated noses, and deep eye sockets. Their bodies are less detailed, often carved with minimalistic torsos, but their gaze, always facing inland, is symbolic. Researchers believe the Moai were intended to watch over the villages, bestowing spiritual protection and strength. They were often positioned on ceremonial platforms called ahu, which also served as burial sites. This dual purpose of honoring ancestors and protecting the living underscores the profound spiritual connection between the Rapa Nui people and their statues. The mystery of movement. One of the greatest enigmas of Easter Island is how the Moai were transported. The statues were carved in the quarry, but most were erected several miles away. Early explorers assumed that ropes, wooden sledges, or log rollers were used, but the logistics of moving 82-ton stones across uneven terrain without modern machinery seemed almost impossible. Recent experiments suggest a surprising theory. The Moai were walked upright, rocking slowly forward using ropes. Teams of people could have swayed the statues from side to side, inching them along the paths, almost as if the Moai walked on their own. This theory resonates with the islanders' own oral traditions, which describe the Moai walking to their locations. Could the stone giants really have been moved by human ingenuity alone, or is there a hidden knowledge lost to time? The collapse of a civilization. The story of the Moai is not only one of wonder but also of tragedy. For centuries, the Rapa Nui civilization flourished, building hundreds of statues and thriving in isolation. But by the 17th century, the island faced deforestation, soil depletion, and social conflict. As resources dwindled, competition between clans intensified. The once respected Moai were toppled in violent clashes, a silent testimony to a society in crisis. European contact in the 18th century further devastated the population through disease and slavery. By the time outsiders documented the island, many statues had fallen, and the Rapa Nui culture was on the brink of extinction. Today, only around 900 Moai remain standing, a fraction of the more than 1,000 originally carved. Each toppled figure tells a story of ambition, faith, and ultimately, the consequences of environmental mismanagement. Secrets carved in stone. Beyond their sheer scale, the Moai hold hidden symbols. Some statues feature carvings on their backs, subtle depictions of ceremonial clothing, tattoos, or symbols that hint at lost rites and spiritual practices. Archaeologists also discovered that the placement of the Moai may correspond to astronomical events, suggesting that the Rapa Nui had advanced knowledge of the stars. Certain statues align with solstices, lunar cycles, or sacred mountains, creating a map of spiritual and celestial significance across the island. Some researchers speculate that the Moai themselves were not merely symbolic but acted as conduits of mana, a spiritual energy believed to flow through the ancestors. The whispering of the stones, then, is not literal, it is the echoes of a culture that believed the past and present were inseparably connected. Modern mysteries and theories. Even today, Easter Island continues to baffle scientists. Questions remain. Why did the Rapa Nui carve more Moai than they could feasibly move? What caused the sudden cultural collapse before European contact? Could there have been lost technologies or knowledge now forgotten? Some fringe theories suggest extraterrestrial involvement, pointing to the Moai's monumental size and precise construction. While mainstream archaeology does not support these claims, they reflect the awe that these statues inspire, even centuries later. Modern conservation efforts aim to preserve the Moai, studying their erosion and reinforcing fragile structures. Yet, the island retains its aura of mystery. Walking among the stone giants, one cannot help but feel the whispers of the past, a civilization's voice reaching across time. The Moai of Easter Island are more than stone. They are silent witnesses to human ambition, faith, and ingenuity. Each statue stands as a reminder that even the smallest societies can create wonders that defy explanation, and that history, no matter how distant, can still speak to us today. So, the next time you see a picture of a Moai, imagine its gaze following you, whispering secrets from a time when the island was alive with a civilization that sought to touch the heavens, one colossal statue at a time. Thank you for joining Ancient Echoes. If you enjoyed this journey into the whispers of Easter Island, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and share this story. Until next time, keep listening for the echoes of the past, they are never truly silent.